I'm Joseph Colenari, the Artistic Director of the Mannes Opera, which is a unique program of Mannes College, the new school for music. We provide talented young singers with a thorough grounding in the operatic arts, and we offer intensive coaching and professional level performance opportunities in New York City, the classical music capital of the world. I welcome you now for a peek into our dynamic and exciting preparation and performance process. Forward pulse.
Between my junior and senior year, I attended the summer program, and there were a few students from Mannes at the summer program. I heard them, wow, these guys are good singers. These Mannes students, they were really exceptional because not only were they fantastic singers. I mean, I met this girl and I heard her sing and I thought to myself, wow, where do you go to school? She goes, Mannes. I said, oh, are you going into your graduate degree? She goes, no, I'm starting my undergrad. Oh my gosh, that's insane. From the first lesson I ever had with Ruth Falcon, I just knew that I would be more dedicated and more committed to this process than ever before because she brought this energy to it and this really laser beam direction. She knew she was on the straight and narrow, and you were going to get what she wanted. Just had to. That's what she does. She brings that out of you.
It's their fault because they're not listening.
I saw her, I think, every day for a week after that. She would give me her lunch hours so that we could work together.
Lean forward to hear what you're going to say.
There was no other option. I was going to Mannes because she chose me, you know, and there was that connection, that instantaneous bond that one feels with the teacher that you have to pursue. It was this open door and I had to walk through it. What makes the Mannes Opera unique is the high level of musical preparation that we receive. We work with an opera faculty who are not only our conductors, coaches, and stage directors, but who are also actively performing out in the world of professional opera at places like the Met and New York City Opera. We are privileged to work with Maestro Joseph Colenari, the artistic director of the Mannes Opera, who is a conductor at the Met and also an incredible inspiration. We work intensively with the legendary Regina Resnick in a series of masterclasses and coaching in preparation for our spring opera production. While at Mannes, I've been cast as Violetta in La Traviata and Despina in Così fan tutte. The Mannes opera productions are on an extremely high level, and these wonderful performance opportunities have provided me with unique and invaluable stage experience. The Mannes Opera has helped to ready me for a career in the professional opera world. Laura Ali is one of the most wonderful stage directors I've ever had the pleasure of working with.
Give it to her just a little bit later.
I think that integrating the acting and the movement and the vocal technique and every single aspect of being a performer on a stage, it can be extremely overwhelming, especially because a lot of the time the things that you're hearing are in conflict from each other. Someone saying, oh, you know, expand your rib cage and think of opening your palette on this note, but at the same time a stage director is saying, no, actually you should be on the floor in a crumpled position. Sure, it can be jarring, but I feel like this is the kind of place where one has to experiment and one can take the chances and one is allowed to take the chances, is encouraged, really. And that's what makes it also worthwhile. The community at Mannes, it's really, I mean, it's a tiny school. Let's not put it past there. So when you're in the lounge, you're, you know, faced with 50% of the population of Mannes, and you can't help but get to know each other. I'm great friends with pianists. I'm great friends with French horn players. I'm great friends with violinists and cellists. And really, I mean, gosh, working in Traviata too, looking down into that pit and seeing people whom I know are my friends that are looking up at me with just like awe and joy. It was the most gratifying thing because there we are and we're making music together. I mean, he may be one cellist or one violinist, but we are all part of this same glorious moment of Verdi. Really, I mean, just the response that, you know, the other members of Opera Manus Opera will show to its own. It's overwhelming. I mean, there were rehearsals in which, at the end of an aria, people would clap for 5 minutes, just out of sheer joy at seeing this person excel and do something really brilliantly, because they genuinely feel happy that this person is succeeding. And that's so unique to Manus, I feel. I mean, it's a tough, competitive world. And the people here are just so incredibly loving. I am not even close to the same singer I was 2 years ago. When I arrived here, I was so like a fledgling bird. I had all of this energy and music inside me that was bottled up and just bursting to pour out, but I didn't have the technique and really the proper training to be able to let it just be free. The experience I've gained from the opera department and through my lessons and coachings and the art song classes and the diction classes, I have become such a more well-rounded artist than I ever would have thought possible 2 years ago. Manus has opened my ears more than anything. It has opened my ears and it's opened my heart. And I understand music and that language in a different way that I ever would have known if I had never come to Manus.